Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a full walkthrough of a custom kernel that I have been creating with AI. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it. I really don't know how to code that much, so AI has been a useful tool for this project that I've been trying to run for myself. I've been trying to make a kernel, pretty simple one. So here it is. So far this is the name that I have it, JC kernel version 3. And from here you can see it shows CPU. It's currently on a virtual machine. Memory, the user, its root, the uptime, and the date and the hour. I think this is a little bit wrong. I gotta fix that. But this will always boot up like in a section cache, because like I don't want to install anything right now. So anything that you run here in this section, it will just automatically be deleted. And you can see here the name of the user, which is also root, which just says it right here. And you can see here it says base. So base is basically like in Linux, if you say that you have your own home. So this is your home directory. But instead of home, I wanted to call it base. Just wanted to be a little different since this is just something that I'm doing. So I'm going to show you all the commands that you can actually use right now. So we can just use the help. So here we can see all the commands that we have so far. So far, almost all of these actually do work. I just still gotta fix them. So help files. We can see here file operations. Try to put this as simple as I can because I really just want something simple since I really forget sometimes. So create file would be CRI. So I would just put CRI and say I want to make a file. Let's say test1. We make it, a file has been created. So in this case, to check it out, in here for directory, we just need to put in di for short as in directory. And there you can see test1. Now we can just enter to close the tree, directory tree. Now just open that again. Help files. Now if we wanted to create a folder, it would be CRO, create folder. So CRO, let's name that folder test. And once you do make it, it's gonna automatically go into that folder. So now you can see we're at base and test. If you check the directory tree, there's nothing. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, if we wanted to create a subfolder, it would be CCRO. Almost the same thing. CCRO, say test3. Oh, that's odd. A folder with this name already exists. Create a copy, but okay, that's weird. Okay, let's say yes, di. I am not sure why it's suggesting that I did a folder with that one exists. That's a little odd. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, help files. Forgot the S. Info is actually a very neat feature that I think is just very easy. So let me just create it here, a folder. I'm not gonna use the copy. Help files. Let's just create a file, name it. Let's put name1. Now info and the name of the file, name1. And we can see the file slash folder information. The name of it, name1, type file, the path where it is, when it was created, modified the owner, and the size. Now we have multiple options here. We can rename it, delete it, move, edit it, or view it, or exit out of here. So far, all of these actually work. So if we pick one, we can actually rename this. Let's name it as test55. Enter. So it has been changed. So if I go to the directory now it says, as you can see there, test55. So I actually want to go back in there, info test55. Now if you want to delete it, it also does that. To delete that, yes. Delete it successfully, and there it's gone. Now I'm gonna create another one. Test00, info, test00. And now we can actually use the move. Now we can move it to base. You can see it doesn't say that there's nothing there, but we can create it. So we actually do want that, yes. And there it is. I created a folder inside of it there. Now find, it's basically just to search the entire system. How it says here, global search for item by name. So di. So let's find the folder base. So we do find base, and there it is. It's telling you it's a folder. Base test base. I do think I need to fix that because I think that's just like duplicated or something. So I'm gonna have to check into that later. So if I wanted to search if it's a file, it will say here file. So I'm gonna create a file. Let's name it dog. So there it is. So files, you can notice that I also added colors for it. So you can distinguish what's a folder and what's a file. So now we have 4 there. So I want to find dog. Now you can see dog is a file and it sees it as a file. So what else was there? Ah yes, those are all for the file operations. Now the help nav. Oh, I misspelled that. Help nav. I put up some very simple navigations. Like if you want to go to a folder, you put go to. You want to go back, just go back. Basically. Like that. And the one that I said in the beginning, di, we just to view the directory. Now say that I want to make another folder. I'll make a subfolder this time. CCRO follow. Follow folder has been created. Now we want to go to follow. Directory change to follow. Here we are, it's empty. Now we just wanted to go back. Basically, go back. I just thought it was really simple. Go back. Go back. And now if you try to do that again, already a base directory. So you're already at the base. Help. Now for the system, help system. I do already have like a file system, but it's still working some parts. Not every part is working, but we can just enter it to the disk. And we can see already here the name of the disk, the capacities, what's reserved. I'm thinking about updating this later on, but I am not sure what to put here yet. So far we can see us like rename the disk versus wipe it so far, so that actually works. Let's just rename it, test this. And now you can see it says test this. Now if we wipe it, that will delete everything. But I'm not gonna do that just yet. Now let's go back here. Now help to system back again. So kernel. Kernel is basically just to install the system, as it says. So if I were to do that now, we can see all these files here. So kernel, it will give you a warning that everything will be lost. You want to complete this installation? Yes. Now it's already been done. Now we just need to reboot the system. So I added the command reboot. And yes, and there it is. So we go back to here, di, there's no files. This file here, log history, this is like a permanent file, so it will always appear once you install the system. Help. So as I showed earlier, shut down will actually shut down the system. Reboot will literally restart the system, or it says rebooted, and it does work here. Shut down. Yep, and it closes. Now we just open it again. Now, yes, the help tools. So I did make a editor called Mr. Editor for now. This actually doesn't work yet. I have no clue on how to clean this so far. So this is still in process. And clean basically is to clear the screen. And the banner, I thought this would be like a cool thing. So we can open the editor. So this is the editor. Here you can just basically make a file and it will save it. So far this is saved. This is working. I did add a few functions that I thought would be pretty neat to have. A save, override, and F4 and F5 to start end. That's basically is if I am here, I want to type about this. I keep going down. And now I want to go back to the start. I don't want to use the key to keep going like this up. So I would press F4 and I'm there at the start. Now F5 will take me to the bottom. Or if we want to use F6, which is go to, this will take us to a specific line. So we press F6, say we want to go to line 2. And there it is, we're at line 2. And this one here, F7, is supposed to say new file. I guess I'm not sure why there's black borders there. That's new. I gotta fix that as well. So we can just make a new file from there. So if we wanted to save this, so F2. Now let's just give that a name. Save. I'll say text file. And there. If we want to overwrite it, it will also work. So far, last time I checked, it does work. Now we want to do a new file, F7. Now this one, now we want to, if we pick yes, it's just gonna stay here for some reason. So we need to do no. Yeah, discard. Yeah. Okay, that was odd. I guess that still needs to be fixed. I can still see some random numbers there that are just staying, but it creates it. So I still gotta fix this because I don't think that's really stable. So if you just want to exit out of the editor, you just want to press escape, and that works. Another thing that I did not mention was from the help files, using the info. If you do have a text file that the one that we just created, you could use the info text file. Okay, that's odd. It did not see that. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I made this case sensitive. So we did added the tab. If we press the tab, it will find the relay and it will autocomplete it. Text file. There it is. So I just gotta put it like this. Text file, and will autocomplete it by pressing the tab. And looks like that's not working. Okay, looks like it doesn't see that. Okay, that's something new that I gotta check. So let's just make a new file in that case. File. So let's do info. Wait, does it see it? Okay, info file. There it is. Now I didn't show the view command. View will basically, you can view the contents, but you're gonna view it in Mr. Editor. Press 5, view, and you're inside here, and you can notice here that you're in view only mode. So you cannot type or anything here. But you can change it. So if you want to go to edit mode, like edit the name of the file, which it says here, here's the name as well, just press F8. And now you can edit it if you want. And just save it out or overwrite it. And that part so far works, but I just noticed a few things that I need to fix in this video that I'm making. And what else did I miss? Yes, from the tools, help tools. Yes, clean. Clean is basically like in Linux or Windows you use CLS. Linux you use clear. Well, in here you're gonna use clean. It cleans the system, the screen basically. And banner, that's something that I just wanted to put on there. Like if I want to see the banner every time, just type in banner. And I can see that again to see where I was, the uptime, if it changes or not. Yes, I also added users permissions, but I noticed that I did not add them here because there's some missing commands here. As in whoami will tell you who you are. Root. This log section is not working correctly so far. Only some parts work. It's using the editor to view the logs. So it is working, and yeah, this is still incomplete. So every time I do this, it's gonna say that. It'll ask you if you want to save it. Yes. Now I did add it to create users. So to create users, it's pretty simple. It will be C users, and let's say that I want to create myself. Now it's gonna tell you to put a password. Confirm it again. And there it is. The user has been created. Now you will notice something that says here, users, my name, and it says here JBase. Why doesn't it say base like root? So basically, whenever you create a user, depending on the letter, it will change so it has like their own unique base and directory. Something unique just for me that I was just trying to create. Now if I wanted to log in, I was just literally just type in login and put in the name, and now it will ask you to put in the password, and that works. And now if you wish to change the password, you can just type in password change. Now there is one thing here is that there's also users permissions. So we can actually here use as user. It will show us all the available users, and we can also see his permissions, which would be p user, and it tells you the permissions that it has. Current user permission is novice. Now we can actually add here with p user add to router leader and p user to remove. We can also use to delete the user. If I'm just going to create another one, create user test. Show users, I can see it right there. So I would just put to delete a user, the user test. Basically, D is delete user test. User deleted, show user. Now we only see those users. Now, with the permissions, a novice user can create files or folders, but there's one thing that they can do is if they try to go into that folder or file, they press 2 to delete, they'll get an error because any novice, they cannot delete anything. Usually, to me, this is good. Like, say if you want to do something and you just delete it by mistake, yeah, you can do this. But I know in more advanced system, they have a recycle bin, so you can just restore it. So this is more like just like a permission, like, hey, you can't delete that for safety. Now, what you could do is basically you just upgrade your permission so far. A leader can do that, but you yourself, you can update them, and you would get a warning. P user add leader. Now you get a warning. A leader will be able to delete files and folders. Grant that, yes. Now P user, now you can see that you're a leader. You can also grant yourself root permissions. Same as that. P user add root. Yes, but that's the thing. You also get a warning saying being root, you can destroy your system. Yes. So far, that's what I have here. So yeah, guys, this has been the full walkthrough of this system that I have created using AI. This is something that I've been trying to do a project, a side project for me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this so far. I hope to do a next one in the next video. This would be update 1. As always, guys, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for your support. You have a good one now. Goodbye.